Even, the folks who are at the top of the industry and the smartest person in the room, they appreciate clear information. And that's just a guiding principle for myself and my team in everything we do, whatever the channel is and whatever the output is. When you move more and more into marketing, there's a real hard push towards creativity. And my principle that I've never let go of is to hang on to the story, start with the message, and then work your way out. And for me personally, it's worked. For my team, it works. And it's the one thing that I still hang on to this day. The world we live in right now is a look at me world. It's a, grab the attention and take it and run world. I think we're almost past the disruption as the story moment. I kind of hope so. Because once that happens, if you don't have anything behind it, you become irrelevant. It all goes back to relevance to me, whether, we're doing something with a sports celebrity or we're doing, basic, here's how you use a futures market. It has to have a message first. Relationships matter. Relevance matters. The rest of it is important and, focus on that too, but you have to build those deep relationships, understand your audience, know who you can go to if you have a question, understand who has the right answer or who can direct you or guide you. It's not always obvious. It's not always the highest level person in the room. Ideas come from absolutely anyone and everyone, and take all of that into consideration. Listen first. In a world where not everybody knows what we do, we really try to focus on reaching out to the people who maybe feel like they don't fit into this world and doing it in a way that is, I call it simple, but I don't mean easy. I just mean clear, concise, effective language and communication and messaging. And I think, frankly, that appeals to everyone. It's really easy in this business to get to buy into your own jargon, to talk to your own people. You make sure that what you're saying is resonating with the new people, with the people who don't know you as well. Make sure that you're saying it in a way that anybody could understand it. And again, I'll just go back to even the most successful, highest level person in the business appreciates clear messaging, clear communication. At the end of the day, I'm a journalist, even though I don't byline anything, I don't publish anything. But I think message first. I think what's the story and what's the best way to get it out. And sometimes it needs to be the fastest way to get it out. Sometimes it doesn't need to be fast. It just needs to be really, really engaging. And that's always a challenge for me, and it's what I like most. But I'm always about the story. You have to be flexible and you have to be able to move quickly in a reasoned way, right? I work in markets. That's not a topic that everybody knows about. It's complex. The last thing you can do is just run out and say something that's going to impact someone's investment, right? You need to be very measured, make sure you're getting your information from, people who know what they're talking about and delivered in a way that's going to reach your ultimate audience. What keeps me up at night, I don't know that it's unique to financial services, quite frankly. It's really, there's so much pressure to be everywhere all the time and always on. And it's the reminding myself to be disciplined. You cannot swing at every pitch. You just can't. You're not going to win every single engagement. Pick the moment, make your moment, and make the most of it. And then, let the chips fall where they may. I talk to clients and potential clients all the time. I read all the time. You can get very myopic, very single focused if you're only, reading what most applies to you. Some of the best ideas come from somewhere else. And I bring that to bear back to my own industry, back to my own discipline. And I think that's just really helpful. AI is absolutely transformational. It is changing the way we do business. It's changing the way we write. It's changing the way we develop strategy. But it's not going to take away the need for the people who really know the business, really understand the customer, really can put the nuance together, like I said, and make the message or make the whatever we're creating matter. So I think those jobs are going to be more important than ever. The jobs that require judgment, the jobs that require deep relationships, deep understanding of clients, and an understanding of how to me, the AI is the clay, how to get the clay to mold into, whatever you're trying to go for, whatever your goal is. I would say be as curious as you can and don't be afraid to ask those questions. That's a skill that you need to do it. None of us were born understanding AI. It is new for everyone. Get in there and play with it. honestly is all about uncertainty. We're about managing risk. So in some ways, we have a lot of opportunity to tell our story right now, and a lot more channels with a lot of different people. We're also reaching out more towards that retail consumer audience. Over time, the consumers have become increasingly sophisticated and are looking for more unique and nuanced ways to manage their risk or to make investments. So it's kind of a moment for us. What I'm optimizing for now, it's really my team and building the team for the future. Training people to understand some of what we talked about earlier, which is be curious, get out there and make those relationships, learn things that may not apply to what you're doing today, but eventually over time, it makes you like a broader thinker and or may apply in the future. In a world where we're all feeling disconnected, kind of building that community within my own division, within my own group, that I hope will pay off in the long term for certainly the company and as well as the individuals themselves. I like the person who is considered, who thinks that you can tell when you're talking to somebody, are they really thinking about it or they just have a pat answer? I want the person who maybe isn't as polished, but has substance and judgment. And technology is no longer becoming, the thing that's in the other division that you work with. It's really, we're all technologists, right? We're all technologists now. AI is a great example of what's coming and we're all trying to grapple with, but what matters most? What moves the needle? I think that's a challenge for all of us.